It is, because here is Damon Hill starting his last lap in Japan, and now is the time to say that we are seeing history made, because Damon Hill is the son of the great Graham Hill, the world champion of 1962 and 1965, and never before in the history of Formula One Grand Prix racing has the son of a world champion become world champion himself. Damon Hill has already done that, even if he doesn't complete this lap that he is on, as he goes round turn 7 up to the unique crossover at Suzuka, which makes this circuit the way it is. And there are the teams in their blue and white London Rowing Club caps, matching the helmet of Damon Hill, which matches the helmet of his great father, Graham Hill. This is going to be a mighty emotional occasion for a lot of people, not the least of whom is myself. And Damon Hill will be concentrating in the cockpit there, but when he comes out of it, his arms will go up, the helmet will come off. That is his wife, Georgie. She's seeing her husband become world champion. Now she's seeing him win the Japanese Grand Prix because he is almost home. This is something that many people didn't think could possibly happen today. They thought Damon would drive a cautious race, but he fought. He fought from second on the grid. He passed Jacques Villeneuve. He took the lead. He stayed there. And Damon Hill exits the chicane and wins the Japanese Grand Prix. And I've got to stop because I've got a lump in my throat. Michael Schumacher passes Damon Hill, but too late. Damon Hill wins in Japan, and he started this race 9 points ahead of Jacques Villeneuve. The record will show that Damon Hill won the championship 19 points ahead of Jacques Villeneuve. Well, Georgie looking immensely happy, as indeed she may. She and her husband have been through some very difficult times together. They've come out of them in front, smiling,
Damon's
and Damon Hill
his engineers and everyone who supported him in his time in Formula One. It's fantastic. Thank you very much.
And I guess that was Georgie. I'm sorry, I didn't realise I was talking across her. My apologies to her. Well, I really am, for once, almost at a loss for words. I am so happy, as the majority of Britain will be. People have accused me of favouring Damon Hill at the expense of Jacques Villeneuve. Believe me, that is not the case. Nobody has more admiration for the brilliant little Canadian than I have. But I must confess I have a very soft spot for Damon, and it has been magnified as a result of his achievements here. He's done everything that he could be expected to do in Japan, with the possible exception of taking pole position. But he fought back at the last moment even there, because almost to the last minute of the qualifying session he was fourth on the grid, 0.6 of a second behind Jacques Villeneuve, and he pulled his reserves out of the bag and got up into that second place on the grid. He said, I'm very happy, that's where I want to be. Then he had to make a good start, ideally. We didn't know, and he didn't know, he said, whether he was going to drive a tactical race or go for victory. But he'd always said that if he was to win the World Championship, he wanted to win it in the best possible way, from the front, by winning in Japan at Suzuka for the second time. And this is the second time. Damon Hill's victory here at Suzuka today has been no greater than his win at Suzuka in 1994, when in the most appalling conditions, where you practically, the rain was coming down as though it was from hose pipes and flooding the circuit. He won the race superbly there. So he's beaten Michael Schumacher fair and square. The Japanese Grand Prix was won by Damon Hill, 1.9 seconds ahead of Michael Schumacher, with Mika Hakkinen third, and Patrick Head, the technical boss of Williams, is with Tony Jardine.
Congratulations indeed. A sense of relief now it's all over. Damon's world champion.
Yes, fantastic. It's obviously he's been under a lot of pressure. It's a long time, and he's had a few little problems in the last month or so. but he's world champion now, and nobody can ever take that away from him. It's fantastic.
What a superb battle throughout the season. What about Villeneuve, pushing him all the way down to the wire?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was just very sorry for the team that Jacques' run ended like that. We heard a few laps from the end of the race that maybe somebody was hurt by the wheel, but I gather that's not the case, and we're told that the wheel came to a halt okay. Obviously, we've got to try and understand why that happened, but it was going to be a good charge to the end, but anyway.
I think you must also be personally pleased having got Damon involved with the team in the first place.
Yes, there were a number of us. When he was testing for us, he was very strong, and there were a number of us who pushed hard for him to be one of the team drivers.
Thank you, Patrick. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, I can't imagine the release of relief that Damon Hill must be going through now. Pictures speak a lot louder than words. But Damon is prized away because he has to go through the routine. He has to go now to be weighed. His car has to be checked